What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Climb Together podcast. I'm your host, Tony Scorpio, with my co-host, Deception. Deception, say hi.
What up?
This is episode number 93, as I change my title, because you guys know I always be forgetting that stuff. We got a lot to talk about today. This is kind of like the game plan. I just talked about it for those people in chat right now. We're gonna talk about Call of Duty, cause 10 days till Black Ops 6, and then less than 10 days till Black Ops 6, and then we're gonna talk about some random stuff going on in the gaming community right now, and then we're gonna end it off with some XDefiant, and then we're gonna react to the XDebrief, and then we're gonna talk about that quick. After that, we're gonna kind of do what we did last time. There's an XDebrief. If you guys remember, it was like a couple episodes ago. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it because we got a lot to talk about today, a lot to cover. And yeah, so I'm just gonna scroll real quick on the XD Charlie Intel. Alright.
Early intel, bro. The best COD source.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna start with their post from like August 7th. Not August. October 7th. Oh my god. I'm shocked. Yeah, I'm shocked. October 7th is where we're gonna start. Because this marks 2 full weeks till launch day. So, launch trailer. That is a totally. So there's been a lot of replacer ads for Black Ops 6. Like there's been this
They've been
one.
going crazy with the replacer this time.
Oh yeah, like this one he's replacing for QB Kyler Murray from the Cardinals, so he could be able to play Black Ops 6. And like there's one with like a dad at the table. It was I think
Dude,
it
that
was,
one's crazy, bro.
no, it was wild.
That one is crazy.
Alrighty. So there'll be rewards for the campaign, which will be sick. You get so there's gonna be some.
There'll be rewards for the campaign, but there's no campaign early access, so I'm not
Yeah,
playing the campaign.
I'm playing the campaign. Like fits perfectly for my little thing that I'm doing where I'm playing through all these games. It's taken me like 3 months to do one game, but that's just because I haven't been able to stream a lot. But here's a few of them. There's 2 of them that are redacted, but looks like they're pretty cool. Got
The redacted ones are most likely Dark Ops challenges.
probably, yeah. Like this BO6 one is pretty sick. The Killmaster, like what is that? So I'll be playing campaign. So if you guys want to see that, here's some more campaign rewards. You get 5 different gun blueprints: the Bastion, the True Serum, Onyx Echo, Pocket Aces, and Case Cracker for the combat knife.
Those are on the exact same guns that the Vault Edition blueprints are on.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna fix this real quick. Yeah, so
I think the reason why they did that with the variants was because if you unlock a variant of a gun, you have the gun unlocked by default.
Yeah.
So they probably just wanted to make it to where people didn't have like half the guns unlocked because they used different guns for the variants.
That's but yeah, definitely we will definitely be grinding the Deception's gonna be grinding zombies and multiplayer for sure.
I hate to break it to you, but I probably ain't playing the campaign.
Yeah, I'll be playing.
The only reason why I played campaign the last like 2 years was because of early access, and because that actually like I felt like I had a reason to play campaign. But like I'm gonna quote Exclusive Ace because I watched a video of him talking about this. He said the problem with there not being campaign early access is for people that don't really like campaign. Now they're just like, why should I spend time playing the campaign when I can play multiplayer or zombies or whatever?
Yeah.
Like it takes away from, especially for like him as a content creator, like it would take away from his time testing guns and like getting stat videos out if he plays the campaign.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, everybody has their reasons. I mean, it fits into like my content perfectly with going through all these story mode games. So
I also am just not a campaign guy, bro.
yeah. I probably will wait to play the campaign until after I played a bunch of the other Call of Duty campaigns so I can really round out my like knowledge of the stuff. But I'll be playing it eventually. Probably will start out on zombies and multiplayer though, because I'm ready. Um, so we also get an operator skin, which is Marshall Heist, and then a loading screen, a good look at the devil. That's pretty sick. Um, a finishing move called pickaxe, flip saw spray, and then two stickers and two charms. Get a little tank charm. I mean, the blueprints are sick though. Like I'll say that right now. Like these blueprints are sick. This skin is pretty freaking cool. The other stuff is like whatever, but it's Call of Duty for you. Um,
They gotta give you your charms and stickers, bro.
yeah,
They can't go without giving you charms and
they
stickers.
can't. They really can't. So speaking of like the campaign, so pretty much like the storyline of campaign is like after Black Ops 2, 1989 missions, and before Black Ops 4. So it's kind of like in between those two. They're kind of like filling the gaps, um, as far as timeline goes. Like they did Black Ops and then Black Ops 2 and then Black Ops 3 in order, and then now they're just kind of going back through and filling the gaps in between those those games,
Yeah,
those
it'll
storylines.
be
Excuse me.
interesting because they seem to have like, for the most part, I know they've clarified it a little bit now, but for the most part, it seems like they're just like leaving Black Ops 2 out now, which makes me wonder what the COD 2025 game is supposed to be, because the rumor this entire time for the past few months is that COD 2025 is supposed to be like this game's MW3 to MW2. Like this game is supposed to be like a new game, and COD 2025 is basically supposed to be like basically a remaster of an old game but with new stuff in it as well.
Okay.
And like the rumor is that they're going with that they've been doing like a Black Ops 2 remaster type thing.
Okay. I'm down for a Black Ops 2 remastered. I love Black Ops 2. It's my favorite COD of all time.
I'd be very happy with that.
Yeah. So so it's like so it's kind of like the timeline. I mean, there's more about it if you want to go to Charlie and Tail yourself on Twitter. They got like a little dextero.com thing about it. Um, Nuketown, it will be coming November 1st, which is sick.
Nuketown.
I love
Love that.
Nuketown. We all love Nuketown. It's like a
I
staple.
said it, bro. I said it was coming before season 1.
Yeah,
I knew it.
it's a staple of the Black Ops series. Like you can't have a Black Ops game without it, in my personal opinion, and I just love it.
I know exactly what they did. They were like, they wanted to promote that these 16 maps were all new maps. So they weren't going to put Nuketown in, but they were like, we're going to drop Nuketown a week later.
Yeah,
I knew that was what was going to happen.
I mean it's great marketing, like for sure. Um, they're gonna make some changes to the Reef Falls. Like zombies is gonna be sick this year. Like no, like
Dude, the fact that they're making changes to Liberty Falls is really cool. I mean, who knows what the changes are, but I can tell you they'll probably be better than what the map looked like when we watched it. Like,
yeah,
because like a lot of the complaints, and I agree with them when we watched, when we watched the COD Next event, was that Liberty Falls didn't really look like a zombies map. It looked like a Warzone map with zombies on it.
yeah.
And I kind of agreed. I watched it and I was like, I don't know. It was just weird that the map just looked like it didn't have any character to it outside of that church where there was like the Dark Ether portal in it. Um,
Yeah.
and they said that they kind of confirmed what our hopes were about the map, that the map that we saw at COD Next was a work in progress and that they would iterate on it and make it better. And hopefully they did quite a bit to it, because I would love to see it be vastly changed when we play it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know. I really am excited for the zombies. Especially since they made changes to this map. I think it might play better. I don't know. I don't know what changes they did make, but we'll
Liberty
see.
Falls is supposed to be like the simpler, more casual map of the two.
All right.
So
And then like a big thing, moving on from zombies, but a big thing that people that grind dailies and stuff like that. So Black Ops 6 will not have weekly event challenges like they did in Modern Warfare 3. Um,
It's a little sad, bro, because I
yeah,
really liked MW3's weekly challenges. I thought they were awesome.
yeah. So they're gonna do seasonal events and challenges for rewards. Um, so I don't know what that really entails. I don't know if it's gonna be like XDefiant where they have like a big challenge that goes throughout the whole season or like stuff like I don't know, or like bigger challenges. But I mean, in my personal opinion, COD does challenges very well. Like they're really cool challenges that you have to do to get some pretty cool stuff. Sometimes it's really cool, sometimes it's not. But like that's just kind of how it is.
Sometimes they give you like kind of tedious challenges to do, but like MW3 did a great job of like giving you actual challenges that didn't seem like that they were tedious or
Yeah,
they took too long or whatever.
yeah. So I mean,
I really liked MW3's weekly challenges system, but we'll see
me
what
too.
Treyarch does with this.
Well, it'll definitely be something. Hopefully, something new that we haven't seen before. But we'll
It'd
have
be
to wait
crazy if
and
they
see.
did like a weekly like mini battle pass that was like 5 tiers or whatever.
Yeah,
That would be kind of
that would be
sick.
cool. I like that. More in-game stuff. Along with the launch of
Bro, and it makes me
Nuketown.
want pizza now.
Me too. I want pizza, but there's no good pizza places here. I have to go all the way back home.
Bro, you live in New York, bro.
No, I don't live in New York City. In New York City, there's like good pizza places everywhere
There's good pizza places everywhere, bro.
in New York City, but not in upstate New York. Upstate New York, you get like one or two a county,
Mm.
maybe, and the one back home, oh, so good. Anyway, they'll be also be adding infected along with the launch of Nuketown, which would be sick for those of you that like that game mode. Um,
I'm glad that they're like, because I'm glad that they like emphasize this because there's a lot of people that like party games.
hmm,
Um, for me, I really like gun game,
I know. That's what the thing
and
is they said they'll be giving some more party modes um during
yeah, they
post
say
launch
that a
season,
fan favorite is coming in season
which
one,
I
and
hope is like gun game or like one
the only
shot
two that I can think of, I'm 90% sure it's gun game. The only other guess I would have is like Sticks and
or
Stones.
like prop hunt.
Sticks and Stones is really fun too.
That or prop hunt. People
I
love
feel
prop
like
hunt.
I don't know.
I
I
love
feel like
prop hunt.
I mean, prop hunt could be a big one, but I don't know. COD prop hunt hasn't really like been. I wouldn't say it's been super successful.
I mean, it wasn't like Cold War.
It was in Cold War, yeah, but like, it's just difficult for me to think that it's prop hunt. I mean, 'cause since it's Treyarch, it makes sense. But like, since Cold War, we haven't had prop hunt again.
It's true. Maybe they're waiting.
I'm like 90% sure it's gun game,
Probably. I
and
think you're
I
right on
love
that.
gun game,
But
bro.
I would love for them to bring back prop hunt in later seasons if they don't do it in season one. Just saying. COD, if you're listening, please.
I love gun game.
Um,
I need it.
let's see here. Bunch of touch ups to zombies. Um,
Yep.
there'll be in-game events for zombies, which would be great because
Yeah, I'm
zombies
excited to see
usually
what they do with like zombies events.
like it looks like they're actually gonna do a lot of post-launch support
I've
and
heard that there's going to
development.
be a Halloween event that comes out like the first week.
Oh fuck yeah,
I've heard that there's
please,
some sort of Halloween event coming like the first week
please,
of the game.
please, please, please. Did you like that tweet I put out? The please, please,
Hmm.
please, in Black Ops 6. Um, but then so Warhead looks like it's a Nuketown. Hi, I love you.
They claim that Warhead is like another destroyed like test site
Yeah,
near Nuketown.
yeah. So that's sick. I think this is also gonna be in that Warzone map or something like it. Like the Warzone map is very Nuketown
The
based.
Warzone map is basically just like a big like history of Nuketown museum of a map.
Listen, no complaints from me.
I'm
Uh,
kind of excited for the Warzone map, to be honest. I've heard a little bit of mixed reception of over the Warzone map.
hmm,
I've heard some people that are like, "Oh, it looks great." I've heard some people be like, "It doesn't look that great," but like, it's cool that a Warzone map for once actually has a story.
yo, this there's a homing knife
Hmm.
in the camp. What? I'm gonna be using that fucking shit, man. I love knives. Um, so if you're looking to play Black Ops 6, just so you guys know, um, what
The
is it?
preload is supposed to go up October 21st, which is Monday.
Sweet.
That's when the preload goes up for everybody.
Yeah. So you can preload the game and it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. They have it on PS4? Shit. I'll just be playing on my PC though. And then like they posted where is it?
Oh yeah, they're updating the COD HQ. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
going to be this week or next week for the launch, but it's one of these weeks. They're going to be updating the COD HQ. They put out an update to get ready for it.
And then here's like the release thing for PC launch times. So East Coast, which is where Deception and I are at, it's gonna be midnight, going from the 24th to the 25th, and then everything east of that is gonna be October 25th, and everything west of it is gonna be late October
Yep.
24th for PC, and then I think for everything else it's just midnight on the
They
25th.
did say that the whole region moving thing that people do on the on consoles will still work, and they said that that still applies to Microsoft Store, which should mean that the Game Pass version can be region cheesed. And I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it.
You gonna try it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Because like if people don't know what that does, if you set your region to somewhere like super far, like Australia or New Zealand, usually people do New Zealand because that's like the farthest that you can set it. It will if a game launches at midnight local time, like this game is gonna launch. Midnight local time for New Zealand on October 25th is like 6 a.m. or something like that on October 24th for us.
Yeah.
So if the idea is you set your location in New Zealand and you can wake up in the morning and play Black Ops 6 all day the day before instead of having to wait till the next night.
Yeah. So who knows?
We'll see if that works. I'll try it
You're gonna
and we'll
try
see.
it? Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
Do it. Uh, um, and then we'll talk about that later. Um, Black Ops 6, Black Ops 6. Also tomorrow is your last day to play ranks for MW3 if that's something that you
Today now.
yeah. So get on there. You know what I mean?
Who's going to be the final top 250?
But yeah, so we'll do next week. Be the 20. Yeah, next week we'll do a little bit more of a breakdown going into Black Ops 6.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
probably get a lot more information and like there will
uh,
probably be some leaks with the game as well.
yeah.
Like
So I'll do
I
some.
heard from a popular leaker on Twitter that there is a build of the game that there's like a build of the game that leakers have that can't but they can't access it until the preload goes live. So I assume starting like Monday we might get some crazy leaks or
Yeah.
whatever for this game, but we'll see.
So next week we'll go through. Here, let me pull this up. We'll go through all the different stuff as far as what's in um, Black Ops 6, what's coming at launch, what you guys will be
Hey,
looking
you know
forward
I
to
got
in the
that vault
weekend.
edition, bro.
Yeah, you do. So we're just gonna go through kind of all this next week. We're gonna probably be like the main point of topic for the episode. Maybe a
I'm
couple other
excited for
things
this
here
game,
and
bro.
there, but it's gonna probably take like an hour or so, if not more, maybe. I don't know. And then
We get a bunch of leaks. It'll be crazy.
yeah, so we'll definitely do that next episode. So if you guys are interested in that, come back next week. We'll be here um doing that. What's next on the list? Okay. Heretics announced their roster. It's gonna be Lucky's, Metals, Vicol, Real, and Rencor. Um, so
That
they've got
team, in my opinion, is like a top 6 team at best.
yeah. I mean,
I
it's
think
really
they're
hard to come.
capable of top 6 to top 8, but I don't know if they might make a good run at like higher than top 6, maybe
Mm-hmm.
like top 4, but I'm thinking like top 6 to top 8 is probably where they're gonna land.
Yeah, I mean that's not like horrible, you know, but at the same time, like it's really hard to come and get these top teams, these top three specifically, which is looking on paper, it's looking like Optic Phase and LA Thieves. Um,
The only thing that I think will be the only event I think that could be thrown into question and could go kind of crazy is like Major 1.
yeah, I think Major
Because there's a
One.
bunch of new teams, so I think Major 1 could be like something insane could happen. But like I feel like after that everything will kind of fall into place.
Yeah, I think that's probably where we're gonna see most of what these teams are capable of, and the top three teams will probably be the top three teams. Well, the top three of the top five teams placements at Major One will be the top three teams going through the rest of the season. Um,
Yeah.
just based off of like how the CDL works, there's always a top couple teams that are just like untouchable because of their chemistry and just like raw skill together as a team. Because
Yeah.
all these players individually are cracked and insane. It's more it's more of a how they mesh with their teammates, and some of these teams have been having a lot of problems like meshing as a team. Like they're really good on
Well, and you saw
paper.
how many changes Heretics made last year.
Yeah, like a lot
They
of
were
these.
subbing people out. They were benching people. Like
Yeah, like some of these teams, they have great players like individually, but they just can't come together, and that's kind of like been like the main problem.
that's exactly how I feel Heretics are because like you see at the top like they said that they noted that Metals had a 97 rating last year.
Yeah.
Like,
Oop,
but the thing is like
the
I just
phone.
don't feel like Heretics are consistent enough. Like they have good players that have great moments, and like I think Real will help. I think he'll help them because he did pretty well on the
Yeah.
Ravens.
Didn't he have some like visa issues or something? Or was that last year or was that the year before?
That was last year.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
But
can't
like
remember.
that's the thing about Heretics is they have all Spanish players though, so like they got the visas down. They know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
They've had zero issues with visas. They are well aware. They're used to it.
Yeah.
But
So
like I think Real will help them a lot.
hmm,
Um,
me too.
I wouldn't be surprised if they sneak into top 4, top 3 one event, but I just don't think they're consistently good enough to win an event. But we'll see.
I think it could work. But yeah, so I mean that's really like I mean we're gonna see as you know the weeks go like the next couple weeks go on we're gonna see all these finalization of rosters and obviously we'll keep you updated but this is one of them. Um, are the other ones there's a lot that still are not announced.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors, but not a lot of roster announcements. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll probably see that kick up within the next couple weeks. The first like couple weeks of launch, we usually see a bunch of roster announcements
yeah, because
because
people want to
people are going
play
to do kickoff tournaments and all that. But like,
and they want to play together. They want to see how it goes and all that fun stuff. So
I've heard like obviously there's like a lot of rumors, and I've heard that there's a possibility that Cloud9 might announce their roster within the next week or so. Um, but we'll see. Really, the two big question marks, I think, overall, if we're looking at roster mania, is what are Ultra and Cloud9 going to do? Because those two were formerly, two of the top 4 teams,
mm-hmm.
but now their talent has been split, really,
Yeah,
because Hydra went over to LA Thieves, and then Scrap and Envoy also went over to LA Thieves. So the talent has been kind of split between those teams. So now, now it's like, what are Ultra in New York gonna do? But we'll see.
We don't know. Alrighty, kind of moving off of COD because there isn't really much until next week. You know, pre-launch stuff. Anyway, so there is something I do want to talk about. I saw this last night. I sent it to Deception, but so Asmongold actually got banned on his Twitch account. On one of his Twitch accounts, the Zachrar account, for hate speech. So if you guys don't know, Asmongold likes to like give his opinion on like everything. As a streamer, we all do. It's like, I don't know, it's like part of the.
He doesn't seem to hold back either.
No, he
He
really
just says
doesn't.
whatever he wants.
He really does, and this time he went too far. So for those of you that don't know, there is like a lot going on in the Middle East right now between Palestine and Israel. And none of it's good. There's a lot of people dying, and there should be a ceasefire immediately, which there has not been. There's just been a lot of death in that area in the last like 2 years, and if not more, but more recently in the media the last year. Not even like the main media, but like, you know, TikTok and Twitch. You know, I could go into a whole bunch of things, but you know, there's a lot going on, and we've just recently heard about it. The term genocide has been being thrown around and everything like that. I'm not going to speak too much about my opinion on it. I'm just going to give you the facts here. But so
Try
Asmongold,
not to laugh at the comment at the bottom.
the positive thing for him now is he finally has time to take a shower and clean his house. Yeah, literally. So Asmongold is like your typical gamer. Like he, you know, plays video games literally all day, makes videos all day, and lives in like ruin. Like let me see.
He's like the most extreme of the stereotypical gamer meme.
Yeah. Asmongold's setup. Images. Yeah. So this is like how he lives. Uh, if you
Like,
guys can
bro.
see, it's very messy. It's very like, it's not demure. It's not like, this is the most recent one. I wish I could make it bigger. Actually, maybe I can. Let me see here. Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see it a little bit better. So that's his setup, right there. This isn't like exaggerated either. Like this is pretty on par. Like that's his chair. He has a bunch of snacks over here. He has a bunch of drink trash. A bunch of just it's so bad. And like one time he like talked about the fact that he hadn't showered in like 2 months. Like how do you not shower for 2 months? Like 2 days I can understand. Maybe 3. Maybe even like a week. You know, if you're really down bad, um, you know, mentally. But 2.5 months when you're in front of a camera every day, like, I don't know. But
Bro, that's crazy.
so he was calling, I wish I could actually, I probably should find the clip, because I don't want to say these words out of my own mouth. Um,
this I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
where's the clip? Ah, I found it. All right. There we go.
systematic killing of a group of people. They have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing.
You can't hear him? Oh, fuck.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways.
Yeah, so pretty much he just
It
said
is that simple.
they were like an inferior culture and da 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 da, as you may have listened. It just, I mean, like, dude, like, that's just the most white man rhetoric bullshit I have ever listened to in my life. Like, it's on par with, like, some of the other rhetoric that's going on in the world right now. Alrighty, guys, sorry for that brief interruption. I just realized I'm an idiot and forgot that I had a paper due. So we're recording this later on in the day. It's like 7:30 p.m. To kind of close out the episode. So I'm gonna pick up where we left off earlier, talking about Asmondgold. So some recent developments since we talked about that. He's had to cut ties with all his affiliations to organizations and different projects that he was working on publicly, and they all kind of denounced him for saying that kind of stuff. So some social justice was enacted today, and you know what? That's good. I'm glad that that's happening, even with such a big streamer like that. You know, we saw it first with Dr. Disrespect. Now we're seeing it again with him. I just hope that this sort of accountability continues. There's been a lot of like bigger creators saying stuff that's just not okay. And most of the time they go unchecked. So when they do go checked, it's good. It's good to see. So kind of moving on to bigger and better things. So you know, a big topic here on this podcast is XDefiant, as most of you guys may know. And one of the bigger things, there's two things that we're kind of going to talk about here in regards to XDefiant. One being the longevity of the game. A lot of people, there's been a lot of articles coming out recently of just like how XDefiant's failing. It's not going to make it into, you know, Q1 of 2024. Well, 2025. Excuse me. Sorry. It's not going to make it into 2025. It's not going to be
there's been articles for the past like month or so that like at first they were like if they don't get it by season 3 they'll end support, and now like there's some articles saying that if they don't get their players up by the end of season 4 that they're going to end support, so we won't have a year 2. But like Mark tweeted earlier this week saying that there are no plans to end support after season 4, after year 1. And that he's actually been in calls with people talking about year 2 stuff, and also like events and stuff that they can do to get players back. And he also was very transparent in saying that they have not done a lot of marketing or spent a lot of money on marketing because they're trying to, you know, make improvements to the game and stuff first, and then they'll market it.
Which is really smart. I mean, you don't want to bring back people to a game that's still kind of broken. In their reasons, you know, people leave for reasons.
I think Mark has learned his like lesson a little bit about like over promising a little bit. Like he's talked about for a long time all these things that still aren't in the game yet. So I think now he's really like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything until like we're for sure ready to put this stuff out there.
Because it's gotten people's hopes up, and that's one of the big reasons why a lot of people left playing the game, is because they were expecting all these things, and it just didn't happen. Yeah. But, you know, good on him for speaking on this and making it crystal clear with the community. So now there's been a lot of speculation that these articles are coming out by pro Call of Duty
Well, one of
writers.
them literally was.
Yeah,
Somebody called one of the writers out because in his bio it was talking about how he obsesses over Call of Duty. So that was a
yeah.
little odd.
So, I mean, it's kind of suspicious. I mean, we're not going to make any claims here because, obviously we're not these people. We don't know for sure. We just speculate and go based off of our own hypotheses. But it's pretty weird that this is happening right around the time where Black Ops 6 is coming out, and these are going to be two competitors. Once XDefiant's in its full form, I think that probably have to be its first year. It'll be in its best full form. It's going to be a big contender against Call of Duty, and since there's not yearly releases, oh my god, my English sucks. Since there's not yearly releases and it's a free game, it gives it a little bit of an advantage if they can, iron out some of these creases within the game itself.
Yeah. And
So,
also, like, the whole Black Ops 6 thing is kind of interesting because the articles saying that XDefiant was going to die in season 3 started coming out like right after the Black Ops 6 beta, and
yep,
now like all these new articles are coming out right after COD starts dropping all kinds of stuff about Black Ops 6.
yep. So, I mean, I think there's definitely a tie to it. I don't know if like Call of Duty themselves has any specific, um, uh, I don't know if they're like any specific involvement in it. It could just be the community trying to hype up the game more. I honestly don't know, and it's hard to tell based off of the limited information that we know. But it is a little suspicious. It's a little sus. So take everything you see about XDefiant failing with a grain of salt, because this game is still doing really well. Even for like a small, like especially for like a small development team or on the smaller side, it still does numbers. And they're still like continuing planning forward, moving forward, and doing all these things. So, I wouldn't take anything unless it comes from Mark himself. This guy, he's really transparent. He's truthful. He may leave some stuff out, but it's because he can't speak on it or he doesn't want to speak on it yet. But for the most part, he does stuff like this where he keeps us in the loop. So, unless it comes from him or someone from the team like Aches or, like those kind of like people that are on the team or the XDefiant Twitter itself, like don't take it for take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I think he kind of understands that there's a little bit of like a balance he has to have with the transparency. Like he's talked for a long time about a lot of things that actually are in the works and things that he wants, but I think he underestimated like what people's expectations would be
Yeah.
when he would say that, because he said all these things and they were like, "Oh, it's coming soon." Like I'm so excited for this thing. He's talking about it, so it's got to be coming soon if he's talking about it. And then it hasn't. So I
Yes.
think I think he's learned a little bit from that.
Because he wants to be transparent. Like that's his main goal is to be as transparent as possible. And I think he's being a little too transparent, and it's getting our hopes up a little too early. So, and it's seeming to backfire. Also, my cat Sammy is staring at me from across the apartment again, very creepily. Um, it's dark and I can only see like her eyes, so that's fun. Um, anyway, moving on, talking about the future here. We have the first like event, I guess, of XDefiant, which is the Stellar Strike event, which is coming. Well, by the time this is posted today, tomorrow, as if we're recording this, October 17th. So it launches with the new map for the second map of season 2. It's from what we've seen from the extra brief, it's a great map. I like it. It reminds me a lot of
I played it.
Was this one of the ones that was in the alpha?
Yeah, this is one of the ones that was in the alpha, and I think it was in a couple of their. It was a couple a couple of the earlier playtests
Okay.
after that. But I remember playing it back in alpha. I mean, I couldn't honestly tell you if they've changed anything, because it's been like forever since I played it.
Yeah.
But it definitely was fun in the alpha. It was fast paced. It was kind of hectic, and definitely looks about the same in
Good.
terms of like what I feel like it'll turn out pace wise in that game.
I mean, it looks like a sick map, um, which is awesome. So and it comes with a special event, the Stellar Strike. It'll run for 3 days, so for the weekend. So get on and grind. Um, Celebrating the launch. It'll be special weapon and character skins, as well as weapon and XP boosters. Through Ubisoft Connect challenges. There'll also be a lot of space themed skins in the shop, little store.
And this weekend will be double XP
Oh
anyway.
yeah,
So
so pop those tokens and get that 4 XP, stack it up. Um, and then later this month, there'll be a Halloween event from 23rd through November 5th. So if you need a break from Call of Duty, take a tag on the Halloween event. I actually kind of want to see it. Halloween TDM will be 3v3 instead of 66. So it'll be a pretty like different kind of game there. There'll be Halloween themed rewards and that kind of stuff. And then they talk about some patch notes, patch stuff. There's another update coming the 30th, which is bringing smoke into these games, which is bringing a smoke into the game. So not a lot coming, but some good stuff that we've been looking forward to, like two events in the span of one season: the Stellar Strike event, and then the Halloween event. This is the first like sign of any events that we've seen for the game, so it'll be exciting to see what they do moving forward with these now that they've done these two events.
hopefully he gets some more people
See
playing
what
the
are you
game.
playing with? My cat's playing with a fucking band-aid.
Ew.
Yeah. Girl, where did you get that? Where did you get the band-aid? Hey! Okay, anyway. But yeah. So, I mean, XDefiant is here to stay. I mean, they're gonna keep doing stuff, and we're gonna keep talking about it, and we're gonna keep playing it. Obviously, we'll be playing Call of Duty 2. Because, well, we like the variety up in here. But yeah, let us know your guys' thoughts and about all this XDefiant stuff down in the comments. And then next week we'll be going and doing a full dive into Call of Duty, everything that you can expect, and everything that you can expect going into the weekend with the launch of the game on the 25th and on the 25th and the 24th a little bit for some people. But yeah, anything else from you, Deception?
I'm really excited for Black Ops 6. They announced a little bit ago that they're going to be putting out articles about and they're actually going to be going very in depth. Like they said that in the multiplayer article they're going to have a full weapons list and equipment list and everything, and
Yeah.
like in the I'm really excited for the zombies one because we're going to get a full list of gobblegum, which I mean we know a bunch of them already. We know about 7 or 8 of them. I know there's going to be a lot more than that, but I would expect most of the ones from Black Ops 3/Black Ops 4 to come back, but I hope they add some new ones. Um, but the one thing that I think in zombies that we're all interested about, because they barely talked about it, they talked about it a little bit, is they're going to be giving a full list of all of the augments that you can put on your perks.
Oh.
So we're actually going to be able to find out like how good or not so great the augments can be.
Nice. Yeah, so we'll definitely go in full. We'll go full depth, full nerd mode next week for you guys. So make sure to tune in live, on Twitch, on our channels to witness that, or be back here, at 4 p.m. that Wednesday to watch it here. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I'm sorry for like the weirdness of it. That's my bad. A little bit of time management issues on my end. You know what? It took me half the semester to fuck up like that. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitch. We're working up our way up there. And also, follow the Scorpion Syndicate Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Scorpion Syndicate. We're trying to get affiliate and we're like 40 followers. We need like 10 more people. So if just 10 of you guys that watch this go over there and follow, you'd be helping us out a bunch. A bunch. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Exception say bye.
Bye.
See you guys next time. Peace.